Hi, good morning. This is a happy birthday to me video. My birthday was actually yesterday, 56 years young, and I got some great dolly gifts. Now, people knew-ish what I wanted because I am a bit of a lister where presents are concerned, because you don't want people buying things and they've maybe spent a lot of money on something and then it's not something you want. When you're a collector, there are lists that you want and your friends and family get used to that, so that is what they work on. Now, I have an array of dolly items here. I'm going to be showing you one at a time as an unboxing, but I just wanted to do sort of a general look what I've got, because I'm really excited about the collection I've got. Now, the first one I've got, the lights just dropped, I hope that's not affected anything, is this gorgeous Disney designer collection Snow White. Wow, is she beautiful? I'll give you a sneak peek now. Ta-da! This one's from my husband. Now, if you're wanting a doll like this, fabulous price at the moment. They were £110, which for a designer doll, I don't think it's bad. Anyway, but they're down to £55. Exceptional price, exceptional. And she looks like she's mind-blowing. So I'm going to be having a look at this one on today's video. And then I'm going to spread in the others out. I am going to do them back to back though, because I'm desperate to get in the boxes, but you won't see them back to back. So that was my gorgeous Snow White. Love Snow White so much. One of my favourites. I think she's absolutely timeless. She's classic. I know it was the first film my mum watched, so it's got sort of quite a few sentimental sort of situations there as well. Now, again, Snow White, because it's a little bit themed this. I got, ta-da, another Snow White. Now, this is the same as the Alice I've got, and I love Alice so much. And I think these are mind-blowing for their price. Really nice little dolls, well articulated, everything, and they're $14.99. To be honest, it's not very often you can get a fashion doll for that price nowadays, but I do think they are lovely and the presentation's great. But again, I'll show you that another day. So I'm going to pop her down. Keeping to that Snow White theme, well, half Snow White here. These are not technically a birthday present. I bought these, but because I knew people were ordering from the Disney shop, I'd had a look to see what there was. And these are down to £3.20. So I have a Snow White outfit and a Sleeping Beauty outfit. So £3.20 each. Now, I've had a second-hand Snow White for quite some time. I got her from the charity shop. She's never had an outfit. She is a proper Disney Snow White. And when I saw this, I'm like, oh, that's perfect. She can at last have a Snow White dress. I'm hoping it's going to fit her because she is an older doll. So we're going to pop that on her at a different time. Now, pop that to one side. One more Snow White thing. Now, this is part of my daughter's present to me. And here we go. We have a Snow White figurine, but it's like a 360 one. I don't know whether it actually says that. I thought, for some reason I thought I'd seen the word 360. I'm just imagining things. But basically, we have our Snow White on the front. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. And we have her stepmother at the back there as the witch. So we're going to have a good look at that. But again, these are all going to be separate videos, so you don't have to watch them all at once, because otherwise we'd be here all day. Now, the final doll sort of birthday present I got was this one, which was a little bit of a joint present because it was an eBay find I saw and I thought it was an exceptional price, and I'm really excited and I really wanted it. So it was a case of who was giving me what for my birthday. So this is sort of a little bit of a joint present in some respects. So here we go. We have a midi Blythe and she is just the cutest. I only have one genuine, for want of a better word, original, whatever word you want to call it, midi Blythe. I don't have one I don't have a Blythe yet. That is something I would like. I've got a lot of the AliExpress ones, which I absolutely love. They are beautiful, but it's sometimes nice to have an original as well. So I'm quite excited about getting in this box. She'll have her own video completely. So I'm going to pop her down as well. So I had a great day. Went out for a meal. Then my daughter and the grandchildren came round, and obviously I got presents from family. Yeah, great day. Tomorrow's going to be topping it off though, because we're going to the toy fair, and I get quite excited when I go to the toy fair. I don't usually find that much, to be honest, because there's not that much for sort of dolls and toys and things like that. And I'm actually looking for sort of 12th scale items as much as I am for anything else. So we'll see. I might find a bargain. If I find a bargain, I will let you know and you can have a look at it. But yeah, so that's sort of like the finishing of my birthday weekend, for want of a better word. So we're going to get on with our Snow White. I'm not quite sure what to do here because these boxes are just, I mean, just look at these boxes. They are so beautiful. Anyway, you can see the top. You've sort of got this. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous box. I'm not a box keeper for a basic doll, you know, fashion doll, but I'm going to be keeping this box. Oh dear, I thought my throat was going to go then, because I just think it's just so gorgeous. If I had the space, I'd probably keep her in the box as well. But there again, I've seen a picture of her out and her dress looks better out and things like that. So she is coming out of the box. I've just got to be really careful getting her out so I don't damage it. So, but if you want one of these, definitely go on Disney site now. I think I was eyeing up the Moana. Absolutely gorgeous. And the other one, oh, Brave, Merida. Yes, of course. That is absolutely gorgeous. There are others as well. I do have a tendency to like certain Disney dolls. I like the ones with slightly rounder faces, whereas like Sleeping Beauty and that, they've got quite a long face and they are still beautiful, but I prefer the rounder face ones. That's just my personal preference. So we're going to open this one top down, if I can get the camera over her top down, because she's quite big. I'm really excited about getting in. I'm actually going to be doing all these back to back because I want to open my boxes, but you won't see them like that. I will try and sort of stagger them out for you so you can have a little look, because I do have other videos I really need to get doing. So I will see you in a moment, top down, and we'll have a look at this gorgeous girl here. Well, here she is, my designer collection Snow White. Now I'm standing up to do this because she's quite large, so it's hard to get her on the camera that I've got because I don't have that sort of facilities. But we wanted to have a little look at the box first. And as you can see, we have Snow White, limited edition, 1 of 10,000. That's right, isn't it? And then obviously the box is just gorgeous. We've got sort of like obviously a linked Snow White here. We have the apples, and I'm going to struggle to turn her over for space. It just says Snow White there on that side. The other side doesn't have anything on. I'm trying not to knock the camera as well. We're going to turn her over nice and careful there. And as you can see, she's the Ultimate Princess Celebration Collection. Now, this is Steve Thompson, the picture of him at the top. So let's have a little look. We've got Disney Designer Collection is proud to introduce the Ultimate Princess Celebration, which are limited edition monthly series. Now, as I say, this particular one is reduced, so as some of the others, so it's worth having a look. But it looks like they're going to be clearly bringing more in as they go, according to that. It just says they're carefully crafted by artists across the Disney company. Each doll celebrates a Disney princess and the designer inspired by the heroine's story. So the outfit's not the traditional one. And then a little bit about the person who's done it. So we have Steve Thompson here. He moved from San Francisco, etc., etc. And he had dreams of becoming a Disney animator. Well, he's done pretty good out of that, hasn't he? So if he's doing things like this. And there's a little bit more about it, a little bit about Snow White, which I'm sure a lot of you do know. And it just says here, with Steve's design, he wanted to show Snow White as the powerful character she is. With all the details and a modern a modern representation of the doll, and I think he has achieved that amazingly. So I'm going to turn it back over. I don't want to bang the table or anything like that, because I don't want to knock the camera. And we will have a little look. Now I think I've worked it out that this doesn't hit the camera. Da-da! No, it doesn't. There she is, and she's stunning. We have a little bit of a certificate here. Now, I did take that one out as it says Designer Collection. She is 6,764th of that 10,000. So we do have her proper card there. So a little identification. So I'm going to pop that back in there and keep that nice. Now, I haven't looked at this one. I only opened that side. They're just stuck down with some like little sticky pads. And this is, I'm presuming, I will take it out of the packet. I don't mind them being out of the packet, because you can't read them, can you, if they're in the packet. So I've got these tiny scissors out because I thought if I've got any sort of like thin sort of pieces of sellotape or anything like that to get off, they're an easier way of doing it. And again, this I could have left it in actually. This is sort of to say who she is. I mean, just look at that design there. Absolutely. She's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. As soon as I saw her, she sort of absolutely blew my mind. So I need to keep that one in there as well. So I'll keep that in there nicely. How do I get in this box? Good question. I've absolutely no idea. I think I can take the front off. I have to be really, really careful here. I might end up having to pause the video to get around to the box and then come back to you. I don't know. I think this is a front that comes off. Or is it the whole box? It's like a lid, you know, like a shoebox lid, is it? No? I don't know. I'm having a bit of a fight here. If I really... Oh! Desperately... Now, I haven't broken anything. I just don't want to break it because it just looks so nice. Right. Oh! I'm going to pause you guys because obviously I'm going to knock you unconscious with the camera otherwise. And I'm going to show you when I've got this top bit off. So I'll be back in a second. So I'm back. I hope you're not too dizzy after that. So I've got her out of the main part of the box. It looks like there's still a lot more to do. But just look at this. This is actually, obviously it is card, but it's like a sort of a velour sort of texture I can't sort of describe. And even like the steps she's on. I mean, I just don't know what to do here. Because how gorgeous is she in that box? I mean, you've got the light coming in from the top as well, but I really need to get her out of the box to have a look at her properly. So what we got on the back? Well, we can undo those definitely without affecting anything at all about the box. So let's hope most of it is like that. Like I said, this is why I got my little tiny fine scissors. Please be careful when you're doing this. You shouldn't really be doing it this way, but at least I don't damage the box by using these. So I can just do a tiny little score mark along, but please be careful if you do this because these scissors are sharp. But look, you see now I can just sort of flip them up and hopefully push them out. So we're back to turning over again. I knew it should be difficult to get out, but I didn't realise this much. Now her dress is actually sewn in place. Oh, there is some plastic. No, they are actually plastic tags. I thought it was sewn. So I can afford to snip those without snipping her dress. If I could find the thing, thinks I'm stood up. I'm on a strange angle. That's one. I love the way it is presented. And if you are a person who's going to keep them in the boxes, wow, what a way of showing them off. So I absolutely love this background. I've got a little tiny one there. Again, I don't want to cut the box or her cape here. It's a cape. There we go. So I've got that bit out. Wow, we have quite a few pieces in here. But I do understand, as I say, if people are planning on leaving them in as a display, they do want them in like this, don't they? They don't want it coming out. I think we're almost there. Right, look at all this. This is gorgeous. Now, how is she attached to the bottom here? Right, I think, oh dear, I think I'm now going to have to take this out. I think she might be loose now. You're going to have fun watching me. She has quite a few clips in the back of her hair. So I'm going to pause again. I don't normally have to do this on a video, but I don't. I say I want to knock it. I don't want you to have to watch me take 3,000 pieces of plastic out. It looks like there's about 3 pieces holding her head in place. So I'm going to have a snip, 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 snip. And I will be back to you when she's actually free from the box. I'll see you in a second. Finally, she's out. I actually think that was one of the hardest dolls to get out of a box without damaging the box, that is. Had to be so careful. She was secured everywhere. Everything. Her head had got about 3 in. She got a cord around her waist, her feet, her legs. Everything was attached there. But she is out at last. Oh, she's just She's absolutely gorgeous. I did notice, obviously, my bottom of my stand come off, so I was going to show you that first. Just clip in normally. So we have a very nice stand there, and obviously it is sort of with the signature of the designer on the bottom. So that's all really nice as well. Now, her stand is still around her. Let's have a look. It is just one of those sort of where they sort of sit on it. I'm not sure what they call it. It's like a bit like a saddle, perhaps. Is that what they're called? I don't know. I'm guessing at that. So we have a nice stand there. We need it because she is a doll that is going to be on display. She's not a toy. And just look at this outfit. I'm going to show you her little face. Just look at this face. Absolutely beautiful. I'm just looking, I've got my lamp next to me. I haven't got that on. I wonder if we can see her even better. Can you see her even better there? I think we can. That's better. So you can see her in all her glory. She's got these gorgeous curls. Can you see they're all like individual curls? Again, this is not a toy, is it? I mean, this is just so much a display doll. Her crown is sort of like on a jaunty angle rather than straight on, which is lovely. She's even got these eyelashes. You see the eyelashes there? Absolutely gorgeous. She's got some little tiny stud earrings in there, which are like little red gems. Again, beautifully done. And then she has this cape. Now, I don't know whether it comes off, whether there's a fastener anywhere. I think it can't be fixed on, surely. I mean, I know that, like I said, they're not. Oh, does it do it at the back? Oh, it does. Look, you can actually undo the cape from the back. Still a little bit hard to get it on without damaging our hair, but we will take it off. And we're going to have a look at it as well. Now, just look. Oh, look at the lining on that. That is absolutely beautiful. So, again, it is all Snow White themed. And it is just so well. It's another piece. Going to have bits of plastic for days, I think. But the quality of the craftsmanship there is amazing. Again, we've got another little tag there, which sort of holds it in, which again, if you're displaying it, I get it, you know, you want folds and things like that in it, but I will be taking them all out. But yeah, I think that is just, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? Just look at all that. That's absolutely magical, and that is just her cape. Love these ruffles around the neck. Again, that's very designer edge there for her. And here she is in her dress. Again, it is very sculpted. Look at the little details. We've got little pearl buttons there. As I said, the actual craftsmanship on the outfit is so good. I mean, this even looks like it's lined inside there. She has this little belt on, which is attached here with a bit of cotton, so I'm not going to take that off, but it is just like a clip round. Yep, so you can just sort of clip it round. The dress obviously is Velcro, because most things are nowadays. It makes life much easier, doesn't it? So we have a little bit of detail about her on her back. I'm not going to take the dress off fully. I just can't believe, like I said, the quality, the embroidery, the little hands. The only thing is, I will point out Disney. They use like little elastic bands to hold things in place. Now that might come out sort of with sort of a bit of warmth, things like that. But it has actually marked her hands. She has hand articulation. She has arm, shoulder. So we've got some good articulation there with her. What's her head do? Oh, look at that. I love it when the head goes to one side. Look, we've got some great head movement there, which is really nice for her. We're going to get lower down now, and all this chiffon. Look at all this. Again, it is tagged in a couple of places because I think it just gives the shape. So I might just leave some of those in. We've got these little tiny sort of rhinestones, and then this gold, beautiful gold edging braid there. And we have a few layers here, which is nice. They've not cheapskated at all on this. Two different colours there as well. We've got very light, sort of a lemony yellow there, and then a darker yellow on that bit, which is lovely. And you can see where it all fixes to the skirt there. Again, we have got, because there was like a cord around her knees, look at this. What's that about? But again, I think people don't take them out of the boxes. But my only worry there is if you don't take it out of the box. I had, who was it I got? It was the Star Trek ones, and because the elastics had all been left on them, they'd started to perish over the years, and then obviously you've got damage. So I'm sort of glad I've taken them off. I mean, we've got a little bit of, we've got some articulation here, missus, now. All right, legs quite solid. Yeah, I don't think there's really any, it's bendy, but I don't feel any click or anything like that. So her legs are sort of pretty basic. They're sort of like a rubbery sort of texture, but again, coolest of shoes. She has these really nice high red shoes, which you would sort of expect almost, with a little bow on the back. Oh, you can't see it because of the neck, can you there? So there's a little bow there on the back of the shoe, which is lovely. So she's I can't believe how beautiful she is. She is absolutely stunning. I'm going to be taking her outside today, some photos. I've got to be really careful not to sort of get anything on her, but I just think, being Snow White, you think of outdoors, you think of sort of the woods, all that sort of thing. So I think I do need to take her outside to get some photos. But so hopefully have a look on the end and I'll pop a few photos on that. I can't believe she's even got, let's say, real lash, well, not real lashes, but you know what I mean, proper lashes rather than just drawn on ones. Absolutely exquisite. So happy with her, especially for the price. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on the Disney store to see if the others stay reduced, perhaps towards Christmas, something like that. That might have to sneak on a Christmas list there. But she's just gorgeous. Can't wait to get her displayed. I am pleased I got her out of the box, as much as the box is gorgeous and I am keeping it, etc, etc. But I think she needs to be out of a box. She needs to be displayed. Bit of a pain to keep the dust off her. But yes, that'll not be a problem because she's going to be an easier place for me to get to. She's not going to be on a high shelf or anything like that. But so happy with her. I hope you enjoyed watching me trying to unbox her. I know it was a bit of a pain to get her out. Well worth it though, and definitely if you're thinking about getting one, get on that site now while it's reduced. Thank you so much for staying with me while I was trying to have a fight with the box, and please have a look at the photos at the end, and I will see you all very soon with my number 2 birthday box. I will see you very soon. Bye bye for now.